Edward Snowden might be a stranger in Moscow, but he might not be. Why? He might be airborne. What? Except he might be grounded. What's going on? Well, there was Latin American leaders in Russia, and they're meeting over there, and they're like, hey, how you doing? And some people start asking around, look, a lot of these Latin American leaders don't love the United States, and, for example, the president of Venezuela is like, hey, you know what? This Snowden guy's not so bad. In fact, here, let me give you a skip ahead to graphic 17 here, where President Nicolas Maduro said, look, he did not kill anyone, and he did not plant a bomb. He only said a big truth to prevent wars, and he said he was a humanitarian. So people are like, wait a minute, is Maduro going to sneak Snowden into his plane and take him to Venezuela? No. As I'm reading this story, I thought, he's not going to be on the Venezuelan plane. He's going to be on the Bolivian plane. That's what I thought today. Bolivian plane, Evo Morales, president, in the air, going to go through France and Portugal. Wrong, not going to go through France and Portugal. They say, we're going to redirect you. We believe Snowden is on the flight. We believe that the Eagle is airborne. And so they redirect to Vienna, and they have him stop there. And now, right now, as I'm on air, I don't know where he is. Evo Morales says, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have him on the plane. The foreign minister says, this is an outrage. We've got the leader of our country here. He's trying to go home, and then we get grounded in Vienna. How are we treated like this? He's right, by the way. It's an absolute outrage to treat the leader of another country that way. You let him go to his home country. Now you're going to stop. What? Like, you're stopping the leader, a democratically elected leader of another country as if he's some sort of, a wanted criminal? Anyone that might have ever talked to Snowden or might be friendly with Snowden or might agree with Snowden is now apparently an enemy of the entire world. America's telling France and Portugal, no, don't let him use your airspace on the off chance that Snowden's on his plane. Ridiculous. Now, all these other countries have backed away already. In Russia, the news is that Snowden has rejected the asylum. He says he has abandoned his intention and his request for the opportunity to remain in Russia. It's because Vladimir Putin seemed to have put down an ultimatum. You're not allowed to leak anything anymore for our friends in America. Man, even Putin's, I don't know if he's running scared, but he's certainly bowing to U.S. pressure on this, even though the Russian people are very much on Snowden's side. And Snowden said, I do not accept those conditions. My job and what I did this for is based on principle, and it is to share the information with the American people. So if you're going to put preconditions on it, I'm not going to play ball. I actually think that that's a great move. See, he could have done other things. He could have said, hey, I'll give you information that Russia needs, or I'll play by your rules. So he's saying, look, if you want to have me here, thank you, I appreciate it. But if you say that I'm not allowed to do the things that I did based on principle, sorry, I can't play by those rules. That's great. Now, here's other countries that said basically, thanks but no thanks. Austria, Finland, Germany, Ireland, Norway, and Spain say, well, look, if you want asylum, it's got to be done in person. India, Brazil, Poland have flat out rejected it. Other countries like Nicaragua saying no. Ecuador seemed like it might be a good option, and then Vice President Biden called the leader of Ecuador, and it seems like they're not going to go in that direction. And in fact, the only two countries left that showed that they had any interest in possibly taking Snowden were Venezuela and Bolivia. And if in fact Evo Morales does have him on that plane and he finds a way to get that plane back to Bolivia, you know what I say? I say, Viva Bolivia! Dave Kohler ought to be proud. It's his favorite country in the world, one of the founders of the Young Turks. Dave, you were right all along. We all should have believed in Bolivia. Now, by the way, look at this topsy-turvy world. When the United States of America is doing a manhunt for a guy who is trying to inform Americans in a democracy, for a guy who is seeking asylum, right, which is a human right, they revoke his passport without ever convicting him of anything. These are all the things that we were supposed to be against. And we got to look to Bolivia to actually care about human rights, to talk about asylum, to talk about being a sanctuary for what might be perceived, and I believe is, a political prisoner if the United States captures him. Now, the leader of the free world, to our great shame, because I love this country and I believe in the idea of America, is no longer the United States of America. It is, of all places, Bolivia.